Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Veronica and I welcome you back to Comcrafty. Today I am here with a very beloved project. It's a folio and it's a folio especially made for our postcards. As you might guess, I like very much collecting postcards, or not so much collecting but buying them from whatever city we visit. And of course, not only I buy one postcard per city, but uh, as many as I like, basically. And I'm trying to um, get them in different styles, as you will see in this folio. It's a folio that it's made with two collections. It's big. It's really big. It's 12 inches high or length by 8.5 in width with a spine of 1 inch on both sides, of course. So in total, if it was an album, it would be 2 inches. I used two collections in this one. I used Vacation from Mintay and also Next Trip. As you can see, the cover is decorated with. And I'm crazy after how it turned out. So this is how it opens. It has a magnetic closure. The the front of the folio is decorated with this page, and I started with it from the left spine. I continued onto the uh, front part, then on the flap, and then I ended with the right spine. And on the back I used something else, another sheet of the collection. At the very end I will also tell you how much of every collection I have left. So like I said, yes, it has magnetic closure, as you might hear, and I will tell you something about the magnetic closure. Not only this, but it became pretty bulky despite the 2 inches spine, which I love even more about it because it gives it character. So yes, I decorated it pretty minimalistically, so to say, even less so than how I usually do it. So regarding the closure, the magnetic closure, I initially put two magnets, and when I was done with the folio, and I closed it and I held it in a certain way, I saw that it opened it very easily. So then I used the cutter that I'm showing you here. I went in here in the middle and created myself an opening and introduced a third magnet, and I did the same here on the flap, on the side flap. And so now I will show you later. It closes very well. No matter in what position I keep it, it stays closed. So yeah, like I said, here up I put travel journal, a tag. Then on the left I put work, save, travel, repeat, and nothing on the right edge. And here in the middle I put this pinpoint, just to be, also cover that area where maybe I had, signs that I intervened. Okay, so it has two sides, left and right, or left and middle, however you want to call it. And on the left side, I used mostly papers from, if not entirely, papers from, no, not entirely, from Vacation, which, by the way, it was almost a sort of adventure regarding this, because, so initially I was sure I wanted to use 100% Vacation papers. Only after, so I didn't buy any papers from Next Trip. Okay, then I saw what beautiful creations all the scrapbookers made with this collection, and I realized, oh god, I have to get it. And I realized that it's very good, much better actually, theme-wise, as than Vacation. But in the end, I decided to combine them, and it's a great thing I did so because one package of next trip wouldn't have been enough for me. So I talked and I got a bit off sync with the presentation of the. I already showed you the first pocket, the front. Now this is the second pocket with the insert, long insert. These ones are no more than, I will show you. They are a bit in descending order, but this one is 6 1/4. The next one as well. So these two are 6 1/4 each. Here I wanted to use on these two long flaps. I wanted to use tags from the collection, but I didn't get to in the end. It has a very nice. They close this pocket very nicely. That has an insert as well. And you might see, okay, you might wonder, okay, where are the postcards? Well, on this left side of the folio, I started inserting the postcards from the bottom up. And in the center, I did the other way around. So, okay, now we close these two and we go up, because this one opens up, and we have on here on the base, we have two flaps to the left and up, two flaps to the right. So here is more space for like 8, about maybe, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, like 12 photos. And then closes back like this, and then it opens again to the left, and here you start seeing the postcards. So you see here why color-wise I wanted to use more vacation than next trip, because I thought that the dark colors in the postcards will suit much better with the colors from vacation, which are warm and very nice contrast. I was a bit wrong, because they do the same with the colors from next trip, as you can see here, because on the bottom of this one as a base I use next trip. Okay, here you have on this insert, you have photos from Tyrol, Austria and Belgium. And then we turn again and we actually reach the last part of this first part of the left part of the folio. And here we have a sort of, how do I say, wallet. Yes, it's a zigzag wallet, accordion wallet for photos, and this is how it opens. And I did it so you can turn it left and right and landscape and portrait, depending on how the direction of the postcard is. So this is where you can see they are absolutely. I'm very, very glad, happy with how this turned out, I must say. So colorful and so practical in the same time, and so artistic all at once. So I'm loving it. And like I said, I love postcards, so this is for me a very beloved project. Okay, so this clothes, I used for the first time, by the way, and I used this, I don't know how they are called, but the ones that I used to close this wallet, and you saw it there as well, to keep the flaps, different flaps and pockets together. Okay, here in the middle we have waterfall, a pulled waterfall, and you have cards from Amsterdam, from Florence, from Brussels, Antwerpen, München, even though München I didn't really visit. It was just a transit city that I went through with the train, but I wanted to buy a postcard nevertheless. And here that you see last as we pull down the waterfall is a card from Bruges. It's one of the very few artistic cards that I found at that time. This was back in 2006. I didn't find that many. As you can see, most of them were very straightforward, you know, like the old type, I think. And then we go on this other side, and here we have a full page with Venice, Venice by day, Venice by evening, Venice by night, and they are kept together by these small tags from the small collection, small pad. And the Venice by day, it's kept together by the up and down cards, and by this camera cutout from the ephemera pack. And as we close this, we have two more cards from Antwerpen and Bruges. I love very much the contrast. So like I said, here you can see there are mostly paper, except one page I used mostly paper from Vacation, and I'm loving it. So now we close this side together, and we move on to the middle and last part of the folio. And here we have postcards from Tuscany and Italy, and of course Tuscany is in Italy, I know. Tuscany, Bologna, and Stockholm. So this is how these ones open a bit. I used some flaps that I decorated with the papers from the small pad, and here we are exclusively talking about next strip. Very happy how they turned out. Here to the left, up in the left corner, and opposite in the lower right corner, there are two cards, both from Florence, that are done in aquarelle watercolor style, which I loved. And these flaps now, they go down, so they close and go the up and down. The one up goes upwards and the one down goes downwards. And there you see two cards. So in the middle, no, highest up, you see a card from Siena by Night, which is lovely. And yes, very, very nice card, by the way. And it's kept together by two tags from the small pad. And here in the middle, we have two cards from Toscana. The one on top is kept together by cut apart from the ephemera pack of collection, of the Vacation collection. And you can see it goes up like that. So it's a collection of images about Toscana, from Toscana. And here down, it's a postcard from Toscana in autumn, I would guess, by the colors. And here down, it's another card from Siena. It's with the inside of the cathedral, which I thought it was gorgeous. We didn't go in, but I loved how it looked. And it's kept together by two flowers from the ephemera pack. Now we closed, before closing this, we have this insert in the pocket, which has two more cards from Siena and Lucca on one side, and from San Gimignano and Bologna on the other side. Yes, you can see Bologna already looks so much different compared to all the other beauties from Tuscany. But yeah. Now we put back that insert in the pocket and close together these flaps, which close very nicely. And then we keep it together with one of these clip-ons or whatever they are called. I never knew. I just know what to use them for, you know. Okay, and now we turn the page and we have here, as you can see, 3 cards, all in the same style, done with ink. It's another one of my favorite types of postcards. The one to the left on the pocket is from Florence. These two on the insert in the pocket are from Siena, and on the back 2 more from Bologna. They look so boring, don't they? However, Bologna, it's a lovely city, so I don't know why they don't make more beautiful cards for cities that are not in the patrimony of UNESCO. It doesn't matter. It's not up to us to decide this. So here we have a pocket and with an insert, double insert, that I have used a brad for this upper, insert for this card about Stockholm, which is pretty big. It's like 9.5 inches. And then a card from Montecatini Terme, Tuscany, Italy, which is a city that we loved. And here on the top of the pocket, you see I decorated with another card from Stockholm. there is a pocket here, but I didn't put on the side, but I didn't don't even have an insert yet, so even here I still have some space for more cards in the future. You know, this is why it's called next trip after all. And here comes the last part of this folio, which is the first one that I decorated actually, and I was very happy with how this one turned out. So the left and the right are totally free actually, so I still have space if I really want to decorate this, but in the middle I put this pull down waterfall again, which I have decorated with cards again from Amsterdam, and then Lucca, San Gimignano. You can see the different style. I love this one from San Gimignano, is foiled, as you can see. Another one from Lucca, which is I like the drawing style of it. And then two from Bologna, I think. These are the ones that I love the most from Bologna. A bit more, you know, nice. And that would be it from this last part of the folio. So as you can see, I used the two nicest sheets from the collection here, and they complete each other perfectly from my point of view. And as this closes, there are the leftovers, so to say, that I didn't have space, so to say, where to insert them. So I have two more cards from San Gimignano, one in classic format and the other one in watercolor, and two cards that I bought from the Van Gogh Museum back in 2006. That's when I visited Amsterdam. One is by the green one, was by Van Gogh, and the other is called Butterflies and Poppies, and the other one is by an author I never heard of, Odion Redon. Never heard, but I like very much the print, so I bought it. And this is the cat Corallina from Siena, which I again liked very much. We did. So that is the whole project. And by the way, this project idea, I took it from a lady that I found by looking for travel folios tutorials, basically. So I never created based on her project before, and I followed her idea until a certain point when I couldn't follow anymore, and then I started adding my own pages and add-ons. But I will put a link, if I remember, to her channel. So this is where I show you how much I have left from each collection. So guys, that would be all. I really hope you liked my travel journal, which as you saw, it's rather for postcards, exclusively for postcards actually, and not for photos. We do have an album for photos from these trips, so I'm happy with that. So like I said again, thank you very much for watching, and if you like what you see on this channel, please don't hesitate to give like, comment, share, or whatever. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.